I've had a lot of changes in my life, some expected and some unexpected. So let's get into it. I recently quit my job. I quit my job with no plan. And if you know me, if you're someone who knows me, you know that I don't quit without a plan. I've been working for the last 5 years steadily. I've always had a job. If I've left one job, I've left to another job. But this time I had to walk away. So you guys might not know, but I work in healthcare. And I've worked in healthcare for the last 4 years. I take care of elderly people in their homes, in nursing homes, and I do really enjoy my job. But there are downsides to healthcare. There's management issues, staff issues. There are a lot of downsides, and I decided that I was just a bit burnt out from it. I was really getting upset with the way I was being treated, with the way my clients were being treated. I didn't like it, and every time I tried to stand up and speak up about it, I was told to sit back down. So I left. I handed in my resignation, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I need to focus on my mental health and do something different. So that's what I'm doing. Also, I started this YouTube channel. Though this YouTube channel, I didn't quit my job to start it, but it's definitely been something that I wanted to do for a while. So quitting and then doing this, seeing as I don't have a job at the moment, though hopefully not for long, it's a good time to make some content and get out there. But I'm excited. I don't mind the change. It's nice to have some extra time on my hands, and I don't mind the change. So I'm really excited for what the future holds. There have been other changes in my life, maybe some not so recent. I left a long-term relationship maybe about a year ago, and I don't think I've ever really spoken about it, but I'm not very recovered from it.
It was a traumatic relationship.
And not because there was abuse or cheating or anything. It was traumatic because we just did not understand each other on a fundamental level, and we tried for a very, very long time to make it work, but I ended up feeling like I was forcing the whole situation, and I really, really wanted to leave on good terms, but I realized that sometimes you have to just pick yourself. So I picked myself then, and I've been picking myself ever since. And I've learned a lot along the way. I've learned that sometimes you don't have, it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to be the villain in someone's story, as long as you're the heroine in yours. And I've really enjoyed the singleness. I've enjoyed having the time to myself to just worry about me and focus on my life goals. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm liking it so far. I do wish him the best, and I hope he's happy, but maybe there's a part of me that does wish that we could have left it on good terms and, not really be friends. I don't think we could have ever been friends again, but not feel like enemies. And not that he's my enemy, but not be strangers, because you spend over 4 years with someone and suddenly they're just a stranger. It was hard. It was really, really hard in the beginning, because you spend all this time talking to someone like they're a big part of your life. You make decisions around them, and then suddenly they're just gone. But yeah, choose you guys. Sometimes it's really, really important to just choose yourself, and I'm really, really happy that I did. Of course, I'm also in my 3rd year of university. Well, technically I'm finished my 3rd year now, going into my 4th and final year. And this year was a really, really tough year for me. Scratch that. The last 2 years or so have been really, really tough for me in terms of college. I've dealt with imposter syndrome. I've dealt with stress, serious anxiety. And my mental health has been in the shambles a small bit. It's made me reassess whether my goals are achievable, whether I'm cut out for it. But I've had a really amazing support system in and out of school, and I'm really, really grateful to everyone who's helped me and who continues to help me to this day. I'm grateful for them supporting me and understanding the situation that I'm in. Life is hard for me because obviously I work full time, take care of me and my mother, Going to college while working full time is really, really difficult, and doing that while maintaining a relationship, trying to have a social life, and trying to spend time on my hobbies has been really hard for me. But I think I'm finding the balance. I'm definitely finding the balance a bit more, and that's probably why I'm really enjoying this time without a job so much. And everyone around me is like, Aria, when are you gonna get a new job? And I'm like, I will get a new job, but I want to spend more time on just developing who I am as a woman, growing into my personality more, growing into the things that I like more. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to document the whole thing for the world to see, because I don't want to be held down by my insecurities or my lack of confidence anymore. I'm putting myself out there now. So in the meantime, while I don't have a job, I'm studying for my GAMSAT. This exam is huge for me. It's a really, really big exam that could change the course of my life, basically. Like, I would rather not have to take it again after I take it this time, but if I do, I probably will. This exam means achieving the first step of my dreams. It means getting into med school, and I'm excited but really, really apprehensive about it. I really want to do well on this exam. I want to basically turn the last 2 years into the most positive thing possible and make it all have meant something. Yeah, I'm excited for this exam. I'm scared, and I'm studying away, and I really do hope I get what I want. So what are my plans for the future? The long-term plan is to become a doctor, of course. That's the long-term plan. But the short-term plans are pass my GAMSAT. Well, it's not really a pass or fail, but get a good score on my GAMSAT, do well in my exams, and absolutely smash the upcoming academic year. I want to be an academic weapon, because I know I can be. I've just been distracted and stressed and mentally all over the place, but I know this is the year. I know this year, this is the year. Those are my short-term goals. In other aspects of my life, another short-term goal I have is to increase my fitness level. Like, I've been going to the gym for on and off for like the last 3 years, and by on and off I mean like I'll be committed to the gym for like 3 weeks, and then I'll take 2 or 3 rest days in a row, and for some reason I cannot get back into that place, and it's really, really upsetting whenever it happens. But but this year I really, really want to commit to the gym and increasing my fitness level and just being a healthier, better version of myself. So those are definitely one of my goals. I also want to build healthier habits and build better routines. Like, I've been trying to build better routines for the better part of this year, but it's really, really hard to do that when you have school, when you have work, especially when you work night shift. When you work night shift, your whole circadian rhythm is like thrown out the window. I went through phases of being at work for like 2 or 3 days in a row, coming home, sleeping for the whole day because I was so exhausted, getting up at like 7 p.m, eating maybe the tiniest meal I've ever had, going back to sleep again for the whole day. And that would have been like my 1 day off, and then I'm back to work for another 3 or 4 days. And it was really, really sad and upsetting for me that I wasn't able to be productive on the days that I was off. But of course I wasn't being productive because I was sleeping, but the sleep I was getting wasn't very restorative, and then I couldn't build any routines. It's really difficult to build routines when your days aren't exactly, they're not the same. They're constantly changing. So yeah, I also went through phases of where I'd come home from a night shift and I'd try to sleep. I'd be so exhausted, but I couldn't get to sleep for hours. And then I'd get maybe an hour of sleep and go back to work like that. And like, that's really, really bad for you, one, and just really, really, just really upsetting. It's really hard. You're so tired. You're just not able to do the things that you want to do. Yeah, I had a time trying to build routines when I was doing night shift. I think I've done night shifts for the better part of 3 years, and I think I've done my time. I've done my time with night shifts for the moment. I think any job that I get from here on is definitely going to be a daytime job, because I cannot work. I don't think I can work at night anymore. Even while I've been home for the last, I quit my job like a week ago. Even while I've been home for like the last week, I'm still finding it difficult to get my sleep back into a normal like pattern and routine. But I'm getting there slowly and bit by bit, and hopefully I just return it to baseline and I don't mess it up again, because I can't go back to doing night shifts. I think it would be really, really detrimental. I think it was part of what was so bad with my mental health. I think it would be really detrimental for me if I went back to doing night shifts again. I hope you guys liked this little chit chat video. There's my little life update so you know what's going on with me. If you liked it, hit the notifications, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Until the next video, bye!